What is up, YouTube fam? Man, we're back, and today I gotta tell you this. I got a special guest. The deal that he just closed is gonna blow you guys away. Abdullah, how much is this deal that you just closed, man?
$102,000.
Come on, man. Shit, $102,000,
Yeah,
dude. That's what most doctor and lawyers makes in a year, man.
yeah.
Now, dude, where did the lead came from?
It was a cold call lead.
Okay,
Yeah, one of my callers brought it in. We locked it up for
okay,
225. We popped it off for 332.
damn.
Double closed, made $102,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so now my questions to you is, I know it's from cold calling, but what lists?
So basically, I have 10 cold callers, right? At this
Yep.
point, what I do, I just buy the whole county records, right? So
Okay.
I'll pick a certain county and I'll just buy the whole county, right? 500K records, 800K records, and then I'll just have my callers just call. I don't buy motivated lists, right? I just pick up the whole county because what I figured out is if you buy like absentee owner or X amount of equity, right? 80% equity, whatever it is. Everyone's hitting the same list, right?
Yep.
So to be different, I was like, man, I got to pick up, some gems inside this pie that no one's actually touching, right? So I'm
Okay.
finding motivated sellers without even buying motivated leads, so
Damn. And
listings.
dude, how how much did how much did this lead cost you, bro?
Man, this lead cost me like $50,
$50, and you turned that into how much, bro?
$102,000.
Bro, Abdullah, let's what, bro?
Let's go get this money.
All right, dude. So you guys, I'm gonna have Abdullah break down this entire deal because sometimes, man, when a lot of you might think, dude, this is too good to be true. But listen to me, man. This happens. Now, this is not a normal deal that happens a lot, but it does happen. Typically, we get a monster deal. Probably, I would say every quarter, right? So every 3 months or so for us, anyway, we'll hit one that 70,000, 80,000, 100,000. But my typical average deal is roughly about 20 to 25 G's. Abdullah, dude, what is your normal average deal, man?
Like you said, 20, 25, 22 to be exact, around
Okay.
there.
And what market are you in, bro?
I'm nationwide.
Damn. How long you been doing this?
About 5 years.
Okay. And I suppose you guys do it all virtually, lock it up on the control of the phone and everything.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, man. Bro. I think everybody want to know, man. Let's go ahead and deep dive into this deal, man. So break it down for me.
So we basically buy a whole county records, right? So I pick a county every month. I just buy the whole county. It's anywhere from 300K records to 800K records. So once we buy all that records, we just put it in our dialer, have our cold callers call.
Wait,
Bring
wait, 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 wait. You going really fast for the new audience, man. For those of you who's new into the game, man, I'm Abdullah. You say whatever you need to say, bro. But I'm gonna interrupt you and I'm gonna cut you in between because I want everyone to basically understand this. Because when you go fast, dude, the people that are starting out, like
No,
they won't understand.
right.
So you pick a county, a new county every single month to target.
Every month or every other month. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so let's talk about this particular one. What county? What states?
This one was DeKalb County. So this was
Okay.
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Atlanta. Okay. Now, how big was the list?
Um, a few 100,000 records.
How much did you spend on that? The whole entire list?
It was like 2,000 ish. Yeah.
$2,000.
Yeah. But from
Okay.
that, we got multiple leads, right? So
Of
we got,
course.
yeah, we got, I don't know, like 20 deals, 20, 30 deals from that. Yeah.
Got you, dude. And
Yeah.
then, okay, so now that you got the list, who do you use to skip trace the list again?
So I get everything skip traced with this one company that I use called Kind Skip Tracing.
Okay.
So a guy named Josh. Yeah. So
Got it.
I've been working with him for about 3+ years. So he
Cool.
takes care of me. If you find him on Instagram, you could just message him.
Nice.
Yeah, I get my data from him, and then I just dump everything in my caller, which I use
Okay.
ready mode.
Got you, man. So now, so what's your team look like?
So I have 10 cold callers, two lead managers, two acquisitions, and then one TC. And then also I have Dispo in house and then Dispo assistant.
So Dispo's in-house. The rest is what? Where?
Outs- Everything is outsourced.
But what? Like
In
Philippines, Cambodia? Well, where
E-
are they?
Egypt and
Damn.
Philippines. Yeah, Egypt, Philippines around there.
Okay, got you, man.
Mobi's Egypt.
So, gotcha. So you pull the list. Who pulled the list? You pulled the list?
Yeah, every month or every other month, just call up my guy, be like, hey, what's hot? Let me get, there's
Got
four
it. Got it.
there's 400 counties in America, right? So there's a lot to go through. So it's just
Absolutely.
yeah. So we're just picking one every month, every other month until we run out. And
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. So for those of you who's watching, if you're in a market where you be like, hey, Khang, man, house prices are really expensive here, this and that, dude, think outside the box. So one states have a lot of county. So don't just be stuck with one, right? So think outside the box. That's where you can virtually wholesale, man. Like it's unlimited. So because now you can go in any city, any states. You don't have to physically be there, which is that's how you get to the next level of the game with wholesaling is to do it virtually. So okay, man. So you got the list. You skip trace. Your cold caller call up. Okay, let's talk about the deal, man. So what's the seller situation?
So it was their primary residence. A tree fell on their property, right?
Mhm.
So they went to Florida. They're like, hey, we can't live here. So they went to Florida. They liked Florida's environment. And then my guys just got them at the right time. Like, hey, were you interested in selling your property? They're like, yeah, a tree fell on my property. It's been like this for a few months. We're trying to get it repaired, but it's really expensive. And yeah, and then they wanted to basically sell it on the market. They're like, hey, but they're like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to. I said, hey, don't worry about anything. We'll buy it as is, right? We'll close fast, and then we just basically give an offer, figure it out at the right price, and after that, it just locked it in and popped it off.
Gotcha, man. So the cold caller call. I kind of want to know the process here, so everyone that listens can basically copy and duplicate, where they don't have to pay, hundreds of thousands or tens of $1,000s to get this figured out. So the lead comes in, your cold caller. What does that cold caller do?
So I work on my business, right? Not in my business. So
Good.
what the cold caller does is brings motivated sellers, right?
Okay.
Someone motivated that wants to sell.
Got it.
Passes it to my acquisition, which is my closer, the ones who gives the offers,
Nice.
contracts, who's locking deals up, right?
Okay.
So the cold caller basically found the motive, gave it to my acquisition. He ran the numbers. It made sense. Sent over an offer and an agreement. They accepted. Once we get the signed agreement, send it over to our dispo, put it on investor lift, and it's history from there, right?
Gotcha, man. So right now, okay, so negotiated, got a property on a contract for 225, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got the contract for 225. Now let's talk about how do you found the buyer?
So I use a platform called Investor Lift,
Yep.
and that's like 7.2, nationwide cash buyers. So it's
Yep.
like it's really easy to sell there, So it is pretty pricey,
Yep.
It's like there's like different modes to it. There's like the basic one's like 5K a year.
Yep.
The ones we have is like 35K a year. So, but it gives us access to all the cash buyers, so we don't even have to, make our own list or vet buyers or anything like that,
Yep. Yep. That is correct. Now listen, for those of you who don't have the money for that, typically, I mean, we also have investor lift as well. But for those of you who don't have the money for it, because it's like $5,000 or so a year, and I know it can be pricey for some of you, there's many ways. Prop streams is one of them, where you can go in there, you put in your target property, and then you just find everything that's sold within half a mile radius, right? And then boom, just one push of a button. Now it's not, but all of those are cash transactions. It might have some of those might lead you to an agent. All right. So you just call them up and network, but that's another way to do it. If you want my affiliate link with PropStream, just go to dealsformenow.com or just go to the link in the descriptions. You get a 7 days free trial with them, but that's just another way. Networking with realtors is also a good way. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, just social media. Now, So you got to okay, bro. So now let's talk about the buyer. Let's talk about how did you guys got the buyer? Was there let's talk about that process. The whole like got the buyer, the whole setup.
So basically, once we list a property, we get offers coming in, and like the highest and best wins, right?
Okay.
Um, so they're already vetted, they already have proof of funds, and it just came down to, okay, there's whoever's highest and best, we have them show see the property, set it up with the seller because it's all virtual, right? So we're not
Yep.
physically there. So
Yep.
we use softwares called Rabbit Task and
Mm,
so we utilize those softwares. It's like $100,
yeah.
150 to $150 just to utilize, right? Someone could go show the property for you, someone could take pictures for you, all that good stuff, right? So that's what happened. We set it to where we utilized that software. The highest and best buyer came, saw the property, he liked it, and then it was history from there.
So you sent it out to the buyer for how much again? 325, you said?
332.
Oh, 330. Okay, got you. Okay, so you sent it out for 332. And TaskRabbit, man, dude, the wifey, dude, she loved TaskRabbit.
Yeah,
TaskRabbit, man, is for like we use it a lot on our Airbnb.
yeah, that's
Yep,
awesome. Yeah, I
yep,
just
yep.
started doing Airbnb too, man. uh
What's
Yeah, I'm in the Chicago.
okay?
Yeah, so I'm doing it in like Logan Square area, Hyde Park, around that area. So,
Nice.
how's it
How
going for you?
many Airbnb do you got?
I got at least like a dozen.
Damn, dude. And how much does it bring in a month?
Man, each unit varies. Like my higher tier properties, they bring anywhere from 2 to 3 thousand, and my lower tier bring anywhere from 500 to 1,000. So overall, like still making 10+ thousand a month. But
Dude,
yeah, just cash.
dude, yeah. It makes way more than long-term rental for sure.
Yeah, and plus I don't own these properties, so I'm just leveraging other people's assets, right? So
Yep.
that's what it comes down to. Just
Oh, you're doing Airbnb arbitrage?
yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, dude, that's like a whole nother topic that we can talk about. But let's talk. Okay, man. So the buyer now. How did you how do you found the title company?
Title company, it's just you just call around the locality. We use this guy named David, and he has his own TC company. I think his company, um, David. I forgot his company's name. He's pretty big. I could give you the link. You
Okay.
could let your audience know. But I use him.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, he's nationwide. So he does all the TC work. He does all that good stuff for us.
So he's a nationwide title company.
That's right.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. If you can send the link, I know that we use Michael. He's with what is here. Let me pull it up really quick. But they also do nationwide as well.
Right.
But I'll leave the link in the descriptions for those of you who's interested.
For sure.
Okay. So, okay, man. Buy 322. What's the earnest deposit that they have to put down?
5Gs, 5,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for those of you who's watching, listen, man. I mean, when it comes to buyers, you don't want to mess around with $500, $1,000. You want to have them to put as much skin in the game as possible, because they're not buying $1,000 property. This is 330 freaking 2,000. So whether they put 5,000 or 50,000 doesn't really matter, because they're going to close on it anyway, and all that money is going to go toward the purchase price. So make sure that they have a lot of skin in the game. But dude, I mean, that's pretty much it. Now, how did the deal go, man? So now let's talk about pay wise. So how do you pay your team, man?
I pay my team using a software called Pioneer. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's pretty simple. They send me invoices, and I just pay them for whatever hours they work. And how I monitor that, I use a company called Hubstaff. So Hubstaff basically is like a timesheet. So what they do, they clock in, they clock out, and it monitors their screen. So if they're like playing around, on the screen, it'll notify me. So yeah.
Damn, we use what did the wife use? Time Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the wifey used Time Doctor. You guys, listen, man, if you have VAs or just employed at all, make sure when they clock in, they turn that thing on. because dude, some of them, man, dude, they are, because when they work, when employee work remotely, who knows what they're doing? Are they actually doing the work or are they not doing the work, right? So when you turn whatever you use, we use Time Doctor, you turn them on, their screen, boom, it will monitor them. And Lon said that, dude, we only pay you for the hour that you actually on the clock. If that screen is moving to Facebook, bro, you're on social media when you're not supposed to be on social media, replying back to comment, dude. If the wifey finds out, dude, that's boom. Number one. After like 3 times, she's gonna let him go.
Exactly. And we let a lot of people go this way too, right? I saw
Yeah.
people, talking with their boyfriend,
Yeah.
girlfriend, chats like that, just personal stuff, right?
Yep.
And when you're on my clock, the reason, I want you to basically do company things, right? So yeah, man, it's a great tool for sure.
Okay, absolutely. So you use that to monitor the VA. What's the other software that you use to pay? Because we use Remitly.
Oh yeah, I heard of that too. I use Pioneer.
Pioneer?
Yeah.
How good are they?
Very good. Very good.
Okay. Dude, bro,
Payoneer, but yeah, it's not
wait,
Pioneer.
okay, could you spell that for me, bro?
Let me figure out the spelling. Let me see.
Pay, because we use Remitly. The reason why we're
Payoneer.
tied,
Yeah.
pay,
Yeah, Pay
yep, yep,
Oneer.
EER.
That's right.
Okay. Now, do they, when you exceed X amount to pay the employee, do they hassle you to like, hey, send over the bank statement, this and that?
No, I haven't had that problem. Those
Okay,
I can send about 110,000 every month. So that's the limit.
dude,
Yeah.
bro, okay. Yeah, because Remitly, every single time when we get a new VA on, or I think it's like every quarter, they want to make sure that I'm not sure what they're checking in, but we have to like send them bank statement. Typically the wife, she spent like 30 minutes to 45 minutes on the phone with them, just to verify your company, like every quarter or so, making sure that I guess you're not doing thing illegal. I'm not exactly sure, man, but she's so sick and tired of them.
Yeah, try
And now,
Payoneer. They're
oh,
solid. Yeah,
okay,
just yeah.
all
I'll
right.
Payoneer.
Dude, this is awesome. So I want to tell the wifey about that.
Yeah.
Now, what else? I mean, that's pretty much it, dude. So, bro, what are some tips, advice that you can give to a solopreneur? Like, let's just say someone that are like starting out, because how could someone going from closing a few deals a year to scale to really scale up? Because I was having that issue for like a long time, is that I was doing everything myself, man. So my question to you is, when do you know to scale up, to remove yourself, and then have system and team like you have today?
Man, you got to invest in yourself, right? So I was a solopreneur too, right? But my mindset was, hey, I don't want to work in the business. I want to work on the business, right? So that's the mindset you need to have, right? As soon as you do a few deals, you need to invest in a cold caller, right? Because look, cold caller, it's a $4 an hour job. I pay my callers $4 an hour, right?
Yep.
So basically, I'm worth more than the $4 an hour. So I'm not doing that job. So you need to hire as many as you can, right? Acquisition, I pay my acquisition $8 an hour. I'm worth more than that. So I'm not gonna do the acquisition work. Dispo, I pay my dispo $10 an hour, $15 an hour. I'm not doing that job either, right? So there's a price for each role, right? So you got to think of a CEO. You got to think, okay, if I want to turn this into $1 million company, I got to be in $1 million seat, right?
Mm,
They don't, which these seats aren't the $1 million seats, right? So what I do, I supervise my whole company now, right? And what I believe in is quality and quantity. So what do I mean by that, right? Quality of data, right? Quality of leads. So I buy bulk, like I said, county records, and quantity of calls, right? So the more cold callers, the better it is. Because if you call yourself, you're going to get burnt out. You have 8 hours in a day, 8 working hours. How many calls can you make? 300, 400 calls. So now
yep.
you have 10 callers doing that 400 calls. Now you're doing 3, 4, 5,000 calls a day, right? So that's quantity right there, right? So once you put quality and quantity together, wonders happen, right? So now we're doing 10 plus deals every month, and it's all automated, right? So cold callers bring the leads, give it to the acquisition, they lock it up, give it to the dispo, and it's just a cycle. It's a snowball effect. And what you have to do, you have to think of being in that CEO position, right? As a company owner, you don't want to get stuck in that acquisition. I don't make any calls. I don't do any calls. I just every day look at the KPIs, make sure everyone's hitting their targets, make sure 5 offers plus are getting sent out, make sure 300 plus calls are being made, make sure everything's getting assigned to the right roles, and just supervising, right? So I got multiple companies now. At this point, I got, you know, I don't know, 8+ companies, right? So it's just like, I'm just same type of mindset. Like, hey, I need to supervise these companies. I don't want to get stuck working in this environment, right? So that's what I would tell the solopreneurs. Just have that mindset.
Damn. Okay, dude, you got 8 company. So let's hear it. So we got the wholesaling.
We got the wholesaling, we got fix and flips, we got rentals, we got did I mention Airbnb?
Nope.
No,
So okay, so wait, so you got long term and short term.
yeah.
So you got the long term, you got the Airbnb, okay?
Airbnb, we got a rideshare company. I have like 70 cars for
Wait, Turo?
it's
Like
just
Turo?
like Turo. It's just like Turo, right? But it's basically you buy cars, you buy fuel efficient cars, anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. I look for Toyota Priuses, Toyota Camrys,
Yeah, okay.
Landers. Once you buy that, then you just post it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yep.
You post it on, you know, Craigslist, different
Okay.
types of platforms like that. And then my attorney drafted up an agreement, right? So the agreement basically is for our liability, and we also have like a tracker. So if you want to, I can show you right now. Let's log into my app. Let me show you.
So you have, so basically you have that company that's just basically just like Toro, right? But it's
Yes.
your own.
Yeah. So all these, I have GPS trackers on all these cars, right? So everyone's running
Damn.
around. Yeah. So it tells me what's the speed. Like number 37 is going.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, man. So they're all running around Chicago. Like 44 is going.
Bro. So
Yeah,
they're all out there making money for you, man.
yeah, man. You know that company it does for it's all automated, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Okay, bro. So how much that company makes a year?
About a year, it makes me about anywhere from 13 to 15K a week. So it's like
Wait, 13 to 15K a week?
yeah.
Profit or gross?
Gross. So
Dude,
yes,
dude, so that company alone, right around 50,000 plus a month.
yeah,
Damn, dude. So if I take that times by 12, dude, that's $624,000 a year.
yeah.
Okay, dude. Let's talk about some other company. What's the sixth one?
Man, my wholesale does close to seven figures.
Okay.
My rentals. The thing about me, man, I don't take any interest, right? So everything that I have is all paid off. Like my cars are paid off, my
Damn.
houses are paid off. I have 15, you know, single families all over South Side, West Side as my rentals, Section 8s. So they're all paid off. And I'm a wholesaler, so I pick them up for 50 cents, 20 cents on
Correct.
the dollar, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, man. So I buy them for so cheap to where even if I wanted to sell it, you know, there's a good amount of spread there, right? So, you know, I got all rentals all paid off.
Wait, bro. How many rental do you own?
15.
And these are your long term.
That's right.
Okay, so you got 15 rental, man. And how much is each one of them? Okay, how much do you bought each? How much does roughly you bought each one of them for? Do you
I
remember?
bought it for anywhere from 30 to 60,000.
Okay, and they're all paid off.
They're all paid off, and they're all worth about a quarter mil each. Yeah, yeah,
Shit.
man. The
Okay.
wholesale, you're stealing properties for cheap, man. That's
Okay. Dude.
yeah.
So, dude, bro, I know a lot of people that's listening to this that are in an expensive market, and they'll be like, "There's no way," right? So every single time when I post something on social media saying you can buy houses for like 60,000, 100,000, 150,000, boom, they're like, "Oh, scammer! You can't, dude. You can't even buy a toilet where I'm at." So, bro, what market are you buying 30, 60Ks, like under 100K from?
So I'm buying it in Chicago, South Side Chicago,
Okay.
Gary, Indiana, and towards Wisconsin, Milwaukee. So yeah, so those three areas are like in the Midwest. They're like all driving distance within an hour, 2 mile, driving distance. So it's like
Damn, dude. So now, how is the quality of the renter?
I'm a Section 8 man. So yeah, it's a rougher neighborhood, right?
Yep.
That's where you're paying, 30,
Yep.
40, 50, 60 G's.
Yep.
But Section 8, man. So the Gov pays you directly, man. You don't gotta
Okay,
worry.
gotcha. So the thing what I don't like about Section 8, now listen, I don't own any Section 8 rental. The reason I don't like Section 8 just because the quality of the renter, obviously the government pay for their rental. Now you can tell me if I'm right, I'm wrong, or whatnot, man. But typically, man, when people don't pay for something, they just don't value it, right? So the government pay for it. I know that typically Section 8 people, man, they go in there and they, dude, and they just destroyed it, bro. You
Man,
have
It happens sometimes, bro. But
Yep.
end of the day, they're in it for 5 years, 10 years. They're in it for so long. Like even
Right.
like properties I buy, sometimes they're already
Yep.
Section 8 rented, right?
I,
People are just tired of being a landlord, so we're
yep.
basically taking those away from people, right?
I see.
Even like because thing is, we have a property management company that basically does the whole approval,
Yep.
right? So it's like we know what to look for. We know how to vet people that have vouchers, so all that good stuff, right? So we make sure you know it's worth our while,
I
right?
got you.
You're gonna get some bad tenants, man, but that's part of the game. That's part of the
Yep.
business. But eventually, but end of the day, as long as I get my money, I'm good, right? I don't care how you keep my property for if
Right.
you're in for 5, 10 years. Cool, the property pays off, within 2 to 3 years, right? Because we're buying it so cheap. So yeah, man. After that, it is what it is, right? So,
Nice, dudes. Okay, so now how much rent are you getting per month from each rental
so all depends, right? Anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500.
from Section 8?
Yeah,
Damn. Okay. So you basically brings in about, let's just say, 15,000 a month.
yeah.
Damn. All of them are paid off, and each one of them worth about a quarter of a million.
Yeah, 200 to a quarter.
Damn, dude.
Market's
Baller.
right. So what I'm doing, I do fix and flips also. So I got 6 going on right now. So we're
Are you
basically
nervous, bro?
nah.
Okay, so let's talk about the whole fix and flip, man. Because right now, dude, I got people are losing their pants on the whole fix and flip because when they bought it, when the market was hot, and now the market's just obviously took a turn, man.
No, I get you.
So
So
let's talk about that.
yeah, so like I said, man, I'm a wholesaler. So I'm picking
Yep.
up steals. I'm picking up stuff for
Sure.
20 cents on the dollar, 30
Yep.
cents on the dollar. So when I do my underwriting process, I can't take a loss. I'm like, hey, look, even if it's a full gut rehab, even if I got to
Yep.
put 100 into it, I
Yep.
got it for 10 G's, 20 G's, 30 G's. Even if I put 100 into it on a full gut, I'm in it for 130 to 150. Property's still worth 250. Even if the market crashes, what is it going to crash to? 200, 180? I still have margins there.
I see. Okay.
So
Okay.
when I do a flip, I look for a 100K spread, right? So if it's not a 100K spread, I don't even take it.
Ah, 100K spread. For those of you who don't know, so basically you got to make at least 100,000 profit
Exactly.
after everything's said and done. And how much are you buying these property for?
For full guts or even like light rehabs,
Yep.
anywhere from 10 G's all the way to like 60 G's, right?
Yeah. I mean, so you buying them for like cheap,
Yeah. And
super cheap.
that's my price, right? That's like me
Got it.
negotiating, our team
Yeah.
negotiating with other sellers, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our price.
So for those of you who don't know the power of learning how to wholesale, when you know how to wholesale, the biggest skill that you got against any other investor is that you know how to find these discounted property. There's a lot of fix and flipper out there, guys, that don't. That's why they go and they buy from wholesaler, because they don't know like they don't know or don't want to go through the whole process of doing what we do as a wholesaler, right? Market, find distressed property, negotiate with them at a discount, put under contract, etc. So a lot of the flipper, you guys don't know, right? The process of how we do to go find these distressed property at a discount. That's why they go and they just buy it off of us wholesaler. It's another skills that you have to learn. Okay. So that's why when you know how to wholesale, you're buying these property for super cheap. Okay, bro, now I understand why you're not nervous or scared, because you're buying it like super, like you're buying a house for 10 to 60 G's.
Right.
I thought that you were, buying houses and flipping them for, because I got friends that's in my mastermind, man. Some of them are like, focused on like $1 million house. The other one are, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 house. And they got about, 10, 20 of those, right, on their book. A lot of them are losing, dude, $100,000, $200,000 a month, because they're bigger, more pricey rehab.
Exactly. And plus they have a mortgage and stuff on it too, right?
Yep,
And when you're
correct.
playing a bigger game, for me, it's like it's all paid off, right? So even if shit hits the fan, right?
Yep. Rent it out.
Just rent it out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just okay, do a light rehab, just rent it out.
Yep.
Until the market, appreciates, where it stabilizes again. Okay, cool. Pop it off then,
Correct.
Go right
So,
cycle. So
dude,
what goes up comes down and then goes up eventually. It's a roller coaster ride, right? So
correct.
yeah.
Dude, smart, man. Dude, this is super smart. Like, I want all of you guys that's watching this to understand. And so back in 08, 09, a lot of people never thought about the real estate market crash, where, dude, the whole Lehman Brothers just collapsed. The real estate market, the stocks market, everything just tank. And dude, even experienced investors lose their pants, shirts. A lot of them file bankrupt and all of that. And let me tell you, this one investor, and at the time I was talking to him, he was a big builder in my area. And he said, Khang, you know, the reason I able to stay afloat is because all of my new constructions or all of my home that I buy, fix and flip, they are just the bread and butter. He focused on the medium, the low income. So the one that was going out of business, the one that are going for the $500,000 or $1 million house, right? The big, right? Which means they get bigger profit, but it's also bigger risk. So he said, Khang, the reason why I'm able to actually, you know, bypass this whole 2008, 2009, when the whole crash is because he bought them. And then once he finished the house, it's about 250,000. And he said, Khang, I was able to rent it out and take the rent cover for the mortgage. Otherwise, he said, Khang, I would have been wiped out because every single month he's coming out of pocket 120 G's. And you're talking about years after years after years until the market pick back up again. And most people don't have that kind of reserve. Dude, $1 million, boom, gone.
Right.
So that's why he said I was able to make it, just like you, man. So he stick with the, you know, the medium price range, the one that he knows that he can rent out to like any family, just work at a regular JO to B, get the rent in, cover the mortgage, stay afloat, and he's good to go.
Exactly. I focus on mostly like lower income, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm dealing with the government. I'm not even dealing with the tenant anymore, right?
Gotcha.
So the government's not going to default, right? So
Right.
it's just like, if they do, then we're in a bad position, right?
Right.
But, you know, so yeah, man.
Smart, man. Okay. So what's the 7th and the 8th one?
Man, I have my own solar company. I have my own repair
Dude,
shop.
wait. Oh, bro. Dude, I hear a solar company are making freaking bank.
Yeah, man. So basically, just
Talk to me about this, dude.
basically, it's like a white label, right? For me, it's
Okay,
like
cool.
I found a vendor that basically manufactures, you know, the panels,
Yep.
does all the installation. So you basically just buy their franchise, right? And then from there, you just have your own company, right? Then you have your own team, you have your own sales guys, you have your own data that you buy, and it's just like wholesaling, right? But it's just a different industry.
Dude, okay, hold on, man. How long have you been into this solar company?
Been about a year.
Okay. How much are you making on it a month?
All depends, bro. You know, because my sales guys are the ones actually crushing it, right? Because they're the ones that
Right.
bring the sales. So they're getting like 70%. So I'm only making 30%, but it's all
Sure.
passive for me. It's like,
But
okay,
you do nothing.
yeah, exactly. So you
Smart.
get a few guys like that, and then that's pretty much it, man. They're doing all the sales. They're making the big bucks, but hey, you're making 30% doing nothing, just providing them, you know, the leads.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
How much are you making a month, bro?
20 plus.
Damn, doing shit. Doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, 20,000 just to sleep.
Yeah. It's like, you know, I still have like the marketing aspect of things.
Of course.
Right? So it's
But that's like what, 1 hour a week or something?
yeah, just I have my own team running that too, so I just supervise them and I'll make sure they're performing. But like I said, man, I'm in a CEO position. I just supervise these companies. I don't work in any of these companies. So like the people out there that are listening, you gotta think like this way, or have a different mindset rather than if you're doing even wholesaling, you're doing solar, you're doing Airbnb, whatever you're doing, don't be the one that's making the calls. Don't, you know, in the beginning you have to, but eventually when you get, you know, enough reserves, a few, you know, I'd say around 10, 20, 30K, that's a good amount of money to basically scale your company, right? Don't, you know, stop doing the $4 or $5 an hour job, get a caller. They might not be as good as us, right? As like CEO, as the owner, but they do the job, and they get it done, right? Same thing with Airbnb. Don't be the one designing, even though you might have, like for me, I love designing, right? Like, so it's like, I'm like, man, yet again, I'm not worth, I pay these guys $500 to design the whole property. Too bad. I'm not worth $500, you know, for like, you know, 1-2 hours worth of job. Somebody do this type of stuff. And then now you move on to other things. And now you can focus on multiple things, right? You're supervising multiple things. And that's how you know, have multiple streams. So,
damn. Bro, okay, man. Whew. Now, dude, my question is, what do you do before this?
Before this entrepreneur journey, I was in the IT industry. So I was a business analyst. Yeah, I was a BA, getting, you know, high 6 figures. So I made my money from that. right? And then from that, I was like, okay, I got into, real estate and stuff like that,
Gotcha. Hold on. Because I want, like, even though we're talking about a bunch of numbers, I want everyone to understand the real truth and the reality of the game of entrepreneurship. So let me break it down. Dude, this typically is only about a 30-minute interview, but I'm very, dude, so you made your money from IT. So
From a
how much
job,
money?
from a
What?
job, from a job.
Yeah, from the JO to B, dude. So how much money did you got saved up when you got into real estate?
Man, so from the job, I had about, about 100, because man, money goes fast. You got to pay,
Yep,
taxes, this, that, and plus
you
you have a
got it.
lifestyle,
Of
and I
course.
went to like Kansas City, right? I went to Missouri for this
Yep.
IT job. I'm in Chicago, right? So that's where I'm born
Nice.
and raised. That's where I reside now. But I went there for the job, and over there, man, you have expenses. You have living expenses. You're paying
Right.
for your condo, your food, your this, entertainment, you
Yep.
know, all that stuff. So you could only save so much money, right?
Correct.
So it's like, even though I was sending money back home to my brother to invest and stuff like that, and
Sure.
stocks and stuff. But
Yep.
when I came to real estate, I only had like a $20,000-$30,000 left afterwards. So I was like, okay, I gotta be wise with this, right? But all
Okay,
that
gotcha.
we just got into like stocks and like other things, right?
Okay,
Like,
I got you. So, bro, so you got about 20, 30 G's when you got into real estate, right?
yeah.
Liquid cash. Okay, so talk to me, how was the first year of entrepreneurship?
I didn't get my first deal, man. First thing I did was wholesaling. So I would advise
Okay.
everyone to start wholesaling,
Okay.
right? My brother was actually on a live with you back
No
in
way.
2018 or 2019. YouTube. It was a YouTube video with you, and my brother. Yeah, he closed his
Damn.
first deal
Okay.
after 8 months. Yeah, at 8 months in the business, he
Okay.
closed his first deal. So he was on
Got
YouTube.
it.
Yeah, his name's Abdul. But yeah, man, same thing. We were in the process. 8 months. It took us 8 months to get our first deal, and I think we made
Got it.
like $2,000, right? So, but the thing is, it wasn't about the check. It wasn't about the amount. It
Yep.
was it was the concept, right? We proved the
Got it.
concept, like, hey, this works. Even though it's 2,000 or 200,000, we
Got
proved
it.
the concept. This works. Now let's scale. So, once you guys prove the concept, once you get your first deal, it works. You understand the system, that how it operates, and that's it, man.
Cool. Okay, dude. So the first year into entrepreneurship, were you still working at the J or the B, or did you just quit and go entrepreneurship full time?
I quit, man. I quit one full in. Those eight
So okay,
months.
hold on. So you had 20 to 30 G's in the bank.
I'll be
And you,
honest, it was like 15 or 20 G's, man. It
okay,
was
cool.
because we had
So
expenses and stuff too,
gotcha. So you got 15, 20 G's in the bank. Quit your freaking 6-figure a year J O the B. Sick and tired of that little bitch telling you what to do. So, dude, so you went in. So the first year, pretty much all you did was just close your first deal.
Right.
Okay. And you made about $2,000 on that first deal.
Exactly.
Bro, let's talk about the second year. Now, dude, hold on, bro. I really, really want you to think about this because I just pumped out a video, and because a lot of you don't understand the entrepreneurship game. Your first 10 years, I would say at least 5 years. There's a saying that it takes 10 years for an overnight success. What that means is when you see people with, the mansion, the supercar, luxury vacation trip, yacht, or they go flying private or whatever it is. There's a saying that it takes 10 years for an overnight success. Typically, the first 5 years, dude, as an entrepreneur, you got no money. You got no extra money to spend on stupid shit. So
Exactly.
when I see the 20-year-old that are on there, they have multiple supercar, big freaking mansion, they drip out in designer clothes. I'm telling you right now, even though they make $1 million, $2 million a year, but they ain't got no money in the bank because they spend all that money on stupid shit. Because let me tell you this, Uncle Sam will come after you. You need to pay Uncle Sam 30 to 40% in tax. So if you make $1 million, imagine that. And then you got your overhead, you got your expense, and now you're taking all that money to go buy stupid shit. Do you think you have anything left in the bank? You don't. So majority of time, dude, the smart entrepreneur, the real one that understand the game, that focus on getting rich, not looking rich. I'm telling you, the first 5 years, dude, you really don't have extra money to buy stupid shit. Because majority of the time, all of that money goes into investing into your business, getting your teams, getting your system. It's just grow and scale your business. You really just live like a normal life. Like you're not going to see them out there flashing, blowing their money. you just don't have extra money for it. But for those of you who don't understand, who think like you get into entrepreneurship, you make $1 million, then you get the supercar, then dude, it's not, in reality, that's not how it works. I would say, dude, and quit listening to people that said work-life balance. Only if you got money. Only if you got the money, then you can do the work-life balance. But when you first into the game, I'm telling you, your first 5 years, there's no such thing as work-life balance, man. Depending on how big your goals, your dream is. If you just want to become a millionaire, I would say the first 5 years, there's no such thing. You just got to make the sacrifice. It's just like, to me, entrepreneurship, building your first business, it's like having a little child. You usually don't get any sleep, exhausted, burn out. You're working 13, 14 hours a day. Eat, sleep, that's all you think about is building and growing your business. So a lot of you don't know what it takes. Okay, so the whole work-life balance, there's just no such thing. 8 hours, dude, 8 hours for mediocre. 8 hours for the people that are at the J-O, the B. So so that's why I said, when you decide to build a business, be an entrepreneur, you're trading your 9 to 5, which is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for your 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., sometime even to midnight. And you have to do that for a lot of years. And if you have a partner, you guys better sit down, get your goals straight, right? And dude, and lay it out there. What are you guys willing to sacrifice? Lon and I, the first 5, 6 years of our life, we see each other a few hours a day at night. All Lon and I did was eat, work, and sleep. And I'm telling you this from not a fun child, all right? Like, I don't get money handed to me. Started from the bottom, right? My first job, I'm making $8.50 an hour. Like, that's really what it takes, you guys. You just work, you save, and then you'll be like, now where do I take my money and do with it? So all that money I save, boom, go into a business, build the business up. And most business, dude, get wiped out within a year or 2 years. You guys think it's really easy to build a successful business. You guys think it's really easy to build $1 million company. It's not. Dude, it takes massive amount of freaking work, sacrifice, grit, and determination. So, bro, how does it look like second year?
Second year, we did about anywhere from, I think, 6 to 8 deals around there.
Okay.
You know, we got the momentum going, right? We're like,
Sure.
okay, this works. We got a caller, you know, because like I said, man, when I got into the business, I was like, man, once I prove the concept, then I'm gonna scale the company. So even though we made 2 Gs, we're like, okay, man, we got a little bit money coming, you know, from the savings that I had. So we just got an employee, right? Like, because I like this, you know, I had the same mindset. I was like, hey, you know, I can't do this, you know, cold calling every time. I'm gonna get burnt out. I got burnt out many times because you cold call for a month straight.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get burnt out quick.
For sure.
So eventually, bro, you know, we got one caller from the Philippines, then we got another caller, and then momentum going.
Correct. Okay, so, bro, all I want to know is your second year, how much are you guys roughly doing? 100K plus?
Man, no, the deal size were really small. And it was still like 5 to 10K spreads.
Okay, so
less than 100K for sure.
Okay, so year 2, less than 100K, and I'm sure all that money goes back into building the system, the business. Okay, see that? Year 2, really no money in the bank. Okay, man. Year 3.
Year 3, we did like 40 deals, man.
Okay, so now you start getting some. Okay, and then year 4. So now so year 3, we're hitting over 100K.
Yeah.
Year 4.
Year 4, thing about year 4, man, it was like the pandemic and stuff, right? So it was like, you already know how it was. So I think we did like less than 30, 40 deals. We did probably like half of that, like 20 deals, right? But we still closed, but because people didn't want to sell, people were, you know, they're sick or what was going on. And then man, and then year 5, you know, started going crazy. So now we're doing like 5-10 deals every month, right? Consistently. So it's like,
gotcha. See, a lot of you, like, you guys need to understand this. Earlier, if I didn't have Abdul here break this down for you, you guys would not understand this. You guys would think it's all shiny, rainbows and star. When you get in, you start making money like my man here and start making millions. But as you can see, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, you're taking a step back. Business is not always like this. That's why you always have to have reserve. A lot of you don't understand, Khang. So why are you having $1 million in the bank? Dude, because I have rental property, okay? And Business don't always go like this, my friend. Sometimes it takes a dip. Sometimes you take a step back because things happen, and then you readjust, and then you climb back up again. So life is not always like this. So when you hit a speed bump, when you take a dip, do you have enough reserve, man, to weather through the storm? And if you don't, you will get wiped out. And that's why when people buying stupid shit, dude, they don't have extra money to do this. As you can see, you guys, year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really no extra money in the bank. Majority go back into reinvest back into the business. This is the real truth about building a business and being an entrepreneur.
Right. This is the first year where I actually, automated.
See some money.
Yeah, man, I actually see the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like once you automate it to where like, okay, like I was mentioning earlier, it's like, okay, once it's like that snowball effect, once you see that flow, right, of leads coming in this way, given to the acquisition, then you actually, once you start supervising is when you actually see the money. Is it like that for you as well? For your business?
Dude, bro, absolutely, man. So I'm not going to take too much time, but same thing, dude. To me, dude, it took me a long time to get out of the mindset of being the solopreneur, the person that does it all. I was like, nobody's going to cold call better than me. Nobody's going to close better than your boy King Kong. Nobody's going to do this better than me. The employee ain't going to care about my lead. They're going to mess it up. I'm going to lose money left and right. But a lot of times, same thing with what you said, bro. Look at how much you're worth. Sometimes, let's just say that you call 10 seller, and you, as the owner, you care more. So you're able to close, let's just say 8 out of 10. But what if they close 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10? Maybe they just close 2 less than you. But you're able to buy back your time, and you're able to do other things. Focus on bigger pictures, right? Invest in other things.
Exactly.
But then you're able to buy back that time that you do the thing that you love to do. That's all and that's when, for me, man, it's when I take a turn. I say, hey, you know what? Okay, if I close 5, they close 3, they close 4, boom, I'll take a $10,000 haircut. But if I that's when I start my social media, right? And then I say, dude, but I love doing this. This is my passion. And if I'm able to bring in more income from this to cover for that, and I don't have to do the things I don't want to do, and it still bring me money, shit, it's a win-win-win-win.
Exactly.
Yep, there it is, man. So, bro, I appreciate you, man. But how can people connect with you, dude? This go almost to an hour.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. Connect with me on IG, at iHustleBro. I basically show people how to do Airbnb, wholesaling. I connect, my connections with you guys. If you guys need data, if you guys need cold callers, if you guys need just like even mentorship, right? How to basically work on the business, not in the business. Man, that's what I'm here for. I got a few students of my own that I hold their hands and I take them to the finish line, right? Their first deal, their first Airbnb arbitrage. So if you guys are interested in that, you can reach out to me at iHustleBro on Instagram. And yeah, man, we'll go from there.
Awesome. You guys, thank you so much. Drop any questions down below. I really, truly enjoy this, bro. And tell your brother, dude, I say hi. And I said, let's go get this money, dude.
Let's go get this money.
I appreciate it. What's that? Yeah, absolutely, bro.
For sure, bro.
We do a virtual picture?
Hey, let's do the quote. Let's go get this money.
Oh, okay. So it's a video.
Yeah, let's do a video. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go get this money. Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate you, man.